everyone, this is Ivana with Hometown Homegrown Plant Company. Excuse the noise in the background, the jackhammer back there. Sorry about that. I was at work today and looked over and saw something that made me want to take a quick break to go forage while my dad is over there jackhammering some sandstone. So what I found is a really special edible called Spring Beauty. I'm going to show it to you. I looked over and there's a ton of it over here. So usually you don't want to harvest a lot of it. It takes a long time to grow, years to mature, and you don't want to over harvest it, throw everything out of balance. But I happen to know that they're about to be putting a home on this lot. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest some because it's about to all get covered up anyway. So I'll show it to you. You probably have seen this before and had no idea what was growing underneath it. And I'm going to show you what the flowers look like, how to identify it, and then what edible part is growing underneath. These little guys are so important to pollinators. Those lines that you see, the pink lines, are what attracts the pollinators to them. And these are some of the early blooms in spring, so they really help jumpstart and get everything going. The leaves you see kind of almost look grass-like. So until they bloom, it's a little hard to identify them just by the leaves. But the flowers are a good telltale sign of what they are. Spring Beauties here. And what I'm going to show you is what's underneath, which is going to be their corm. C-O-R-M, corm. So what we're looking for when we harvest these is flowers growing in a circular or a semicircular pattern. When you see a cluster of flowers here, like you see here, that is growing in this circular pattern with nothing, no flowers coming from the middle here, that usually is going to indicate that this is going to be a mature corm underneath the dirt here, as multiple flowers are going to come out of one mature corm. So this is a great spot to dig. This is a good example because there's not a lot of grass or anything, so you can actually kind of see the pattern better. But this is where I'm going to dig. I'm going to dig around this area to try and come up underneath it and find the corm that they're all attached to. That's the part that we're going to eat. It's going to look like a small potato. Corms can be kind of hard to harvest because they are so deep down, but if you just get underneath the plant and then kind of follow the roots, you'll find it eventually. Oh, I think I feel it. Yep. Oh, this is a big one. Oh yeah, this is a big one. This is the biggest one I've ever found. Wow. This is huge. This is huge. This is what we're looking for. Right here. This little potato-like structure. This is going to be somewhat like a potato, but with a mild chestnut flavor. There we go. See, all the flowers are attached to this. So that's a big one. That's a good find right there. This is what we have left. This wonderful little edible corm here. You don't want to over forage these because they do take years to grow. This one has probably been growing for many years. So I am going to enjoy it. There's a little worm trying to enjoy it too. Hi, there's a little worm. Oh, okay, well, he's fine. He'll find a new home. So, here we are. Spring Beauty Corm. This is a huge one. Awesome find on these beautiful spring beauties that happen to be abundant where I am today. So in the time it took us to wait for the electrician to get here so we can leave, I got this beautiful little harvest. These are huge. These are actually really big sized corms compared to average. I think they've been growing here for a really long time undisturbed. And this lot is about to be rented out, and somebody's going to put something over top of them all. So I thought I'd go ahead and harvest them up. And tonight I'll go home and make them like potatoes. So what I'm about to do with these now, even though the whole plant is edible, the part that I'm the most interested in is this corm. C-O-R-M, corm at the bottom here that they're all growing out of. I am going to harvest a few of the leaves and the flowers to add in there, but mostly going to focus on getting these cleaned up and cooking them like potatoes. I'm going to bake them tonight and see how that works out. So we're going to find out together what this is like. They say if you leave the skin on, it gives an earthier flavor. If you take the skin off, it's going to taste sweeter and more like a potato. So I'm going to rub part of the skin off and leave a little bit of it on so I can also taste that and just kind of see what I think about the whole thing. Like I said, I've never actually tried these before, so I'm really excited to try them. And I've got a really great little harvest here. So let's get cooking. So I'm going to get 2 tablespoons of butter and just go ahead and put it in my little casserole dish here and get it melting in the oven. These are also known as fairy spuds. And there they are, like a little fairy potato. Fairy spuds, aka spring beauties. See how just scrubbing these together, washing them with each other, starts to take some of the skin off. And then I can peel some of the tougher skin if I want to, or leave some of it on. Some of the stuff that I read said it's easier to peel them after they're cooked, but I'm going to bake them, so if I'm going to peel them, I'm going to do it beforehand and then get them in that butter so all the flavors can start, getting sealed in. You can see these ones really, the skin is starting to come off of these ones really well. Little fairy spuds. Put my potatoes right into hot butter, so I'm going to do the same thing with my little fairy spuds here. Just add a little bit of salt, a bit of pepper. Put them in that butter. like little potatoes.